Yo, what up, nyalkas? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live for your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do. You know that most hated dude with the incredible mood. Bringing you guys another video about some shit that went down recently. Now, just in case you give a fuck, I did buy a new phone. It's an Asus phone. It's pretty cool. I'll give more details in another. I'll do a review in another video about this phone, because the cover and shit I have is really cool too. So I'll make that an actual video in which I use my camera to tell you what kind of and show you what kind of phone I have. So let's get to it. In this video, I want to talk about my homie out here, my friend. I don't want to say his name because he's a family man. I don't like dragging family men into my, my internet war world as I, see it. But I'll just call him Superman. There's many times I mentioned him and I just say he's like Superman because, he's muscular. One time I saw him, his hair had like the curl in the front, and he's really smart. He's kind of nerdy, so he's like super nerd kind of. He's actually not nerdy, he's geeky. He's very geeky. Him and my friend Andre, they always talk about technology. Every time I'm next to these motherfuckers, the megapixels and gigabytes and terabytes. I'm like, oh, if you guys don't mention pussy in 5 minutes, I swear to God. But it's like, he's married. You know what I mean? So that's why he focuses on that stuff. But there's something else. Now, there's no secret that most foreigners in Russia are single. That's no secret. Most foreigners in Russia are single. Because if you basically take yourself off the market, so to say, you could be missing out on a lot. So most foreigners in Russia are single. So most of my friends are single. So let's talk about this girl here. And actually, I don't have a name for her yet, but a lot of people will know her soon because she's going to make YouTube videos with me. So on all the channels, Top Hog channel, on this channel, and on my English channel. So we might be seeing each other pretty often. So let's talk about when I first met her. So when I went to my friend's speaking club, I had 2 American friends who had a speaking club, and they wanted me to go, and I was going to show support. I went there. Superman was there. My Asian American friend was there, and Jason was there. The big white guy was there. I believe Andre was there, and my homie Slava was there. Plus, there was this one girl there. There's this one girl. Now, I might be confusing which days she was which days these guys were actually there, because I was there 2 times recently in that spot. So I'm not exactly sure which person was there, but the day I'm talking about, she was definitely there. But when I first saw her, I knew immediately that she was extremely attractive. Like, it was obvious. And it was a warm day, so she was dressed. She was dressed like she was grabbing attention towards herself. You know what I mean? And she had the choker on and all that. She was looking really, really, really good. So what do I do in those situations? A lot of people don't know me. A lot of people think I'm Mr. Approach women and talk to them and get their number. I've never approached a woman to this day in Russia. When I met the top hog chick, I didn't approach her. She came to me. Any girl you've ever seen me with on this channel, I didn't say something to first. It's either we met somewhere like neutrally, not neutrally, but mutually, like we went somewhere like to a speaking club, and then we're like classmates, so to say, and so we just have to talk to each other sometimes. But I never approach shit. Never, ever, ever. So with her, I remember what I thought of her that day, and I told her last night, I'm an honest dude. I'm a real honest dude, and she's straightforward too, which is cool. She told me some shit I couldn't believe she was telling me, but that's how she is. She doesn't want anyone getting the wrong idea or wasting their time, and I love it. So when I saw her, I was like, oh, look, she got, she's hot, her boobs are showing, I don't waste my time with girls like that, she's probably just dying for attention. Everybody just needs to talk to her, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't really pay her that much attention the day I saw her, but I'm not gonna front. When I got home, I remember thinking, that chick was hollering. That chick was fine as shit, but then again, it's Russia. So it's common to see fine chicks, but she was bad. She was definitely bad as hell. As hell. But I didn't think anything of it, and I didn't try anything, because not only did I think she was kind of bitchy, but she obviously knew my friends, my Asian friend and Jason first, obviously. She knew them first. So I was like, all right, I don't want to interfere with these guys may possibly be trying to do, let me move over and not even interfere. Because that's how I am with my friends. You know, if I even think you're trying to get at a girl, especially when you knew her first, that's all you, there's many girls in the world, I'm just gonna move over. You know, you're not gonna have any competition from me. That's how I felt. But to be honest, at the same time, she's young. And both those guys are like 40 plus. So, you know, they have a limited time to try. Fuck that. These niggas is like 40 plus and shit. I mean, I'm not saying they're even trying, you know, but I knew Jason was into her. Cause of this picture he was showing me of her and stuff. It's pretty funny. And yeah, so long story short, I checked my Instagram. This was yesterday morning. And I see a sexy ass girl in the main picture of the Instagram. She's like wearing a tube top and shorts. I'm like, God damn, who the fuck is this? Then I click on it, and it's this girl. And I was like, holy shit, it's the girl from the speaking club. So I was like, all right, I'm having limo parties, let me invite her. So I asked her if she has VK. She told me she had VK. I added her onto VK, and then I was like, hey, join the limo party group, and maybe we can, you know, go out on a limo party. That's all I said. That was it. Nothing else. That's it. Then, like, last night, I was hanging out with this girl who just came back from New York, this rich-ass chick. I got to upload a picture with them. These girls got money. The girl and the lady. One girl, well, they're both ladies. One's 28. The other one's, like, 35, but they got money, right? I mean, money out the ass. So it's always weird when I hang out with rich chicks because, like, I feel so weak. But anyway, I'll keep going. So yeah, and then, like, that night, she just writes, I want to meet with you, and, like, use the monkey face that covers the eyes. And I was like, oh, okay. What do you mean? And she's like, anytime. And then yesterday, actually, that was 2 days ago, 2 nights ago. Then yesterday, she writes me again in the morning after I ask her, when do you want to meet? She goes, today. And I'm like, do you want to meet for business or something? And she was like, no, I just want to meet with you and practice English. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I immediately hit up my niggas in the group. There's 3 dudes out here I call my nyakos. It's Mike, the dude who I play basketball with. There's Slava, the dude on my Instagram with the where the bitch is at nigga shirt. And then there's Dre, the one I knew first and the one I hang out with the most, whatever, right? So I hit him up, I'm like, man, this girl, you know, for some reason I have a strange feeling. You know, when I first met her, you know, I wasn't really feeling her. But Mike actually knows her. They used to be classmates. So what Mike told me about her was, Mike goes, she's very straightforward. She's open. She plays no games, blah, blah, blah. Whatever's on her mind, she'll let you know that's the kind of girl she is. And it's because of fucking Superman's in my face. That's why I keep saying he instead of she. And she'll let you know anything on her mind. You don't have to play, you know, there's no guessing games and shit like that. And he couldn't have been more right. So I'm with these 2 ladies, whatever. And so with those 2 ladies, I go to the bar, friend's bar, and she's there waiting for me. And I'll make a long story short, but we really, really, really got along. I didn't see that coming. She was so fucking cool, so fucking energetic, so funny. You know, she loves giving compliments, and she's a good girl. I had no idea, you know, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad for jumping to conclusions about her when I first saw her. You know, I didn't tell anybody that, but I kept it to myself. That's why I didn't ask for her information, nothing. I was like, all right, bye, see you later. You know, nothing. Because I really just thought she was kind of bitchy. You know, because when you look that good, and, you know, especially when you wear sexy clothes, I can't help but to assume you're just dying for attention and you probably play with guys. Now, that's a fault of my own that I have to work on, and I admit that, but that's just what I thought. You know what I mean? And I was just dead wrong. We took pictures, we hung out, whatever, and we're going to hang out more, and we're going to make YouTube videos. Her English, she's working on it, but I'm sure she'll be able to speak enough to make good videos. And only one part of the night went kind of weird, because we were out till like 1:30 in the morning on a Wednesday night. So I'm like, no, it's time for us to go, whatever. Let's call a taxi. She's like, oh, come on, let's walk. So I'm like, first thing I do is in my head is like, oh God, this girl wants to fucking walk. So that means we gotta walk for like 20 minutes outside at night, which means people gonna look at us, she's gonna get uncomfortable. Guys might make comments, she gets uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. Now I don't feel like explaining this shit right now. I just spent 3 hours with this girl, which is fun. And I don't wanna finish it off on an awkward note because she was obviously naive to the whole thing. You know, I think a lot of girls, most girls, not all, because I've been surprised. Some girls, like the girl who used to be my main chick, like a few weeks back, she was onto it. You didn't have to tell her shit. You didn't have to tell her shit. She was like, you know, I don't like being in public in general, and I definitely don't like being in public with you because everyone fucking stares. So let's just go to your house, go to restaurants, and that's it. You know what I mean? We don't have to walk around and do that stupid shit. She understood it. You know what I mean? But a lot of girls are so naive. They're gonna, why is everyone staring at us? Why the fuck do you think? It just kills me how many of them just have no fucking idea. I'm gonna go walking around 1:30 in the morning to some area I don't fucking know with a girl. Now, I can do that by myself. Don't get it twisted. I can do that by myself. But it's very different when you're outside as drunk people with a real attractive white girl. You can't be an idiot. You know what I mean? So for like 2 minutes, she keep trying to persuade me to walk with her home at 1:30, and I don't know where the fuck she lives. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, look, girl. And then something just, I guess, clicked in her, and she just goes, oh, you know, I think I understand you. Let's take a taxi. I didn't explain anything to her. I was just trying to convince her with my face. You know, she was still being silly and funny. I'm like, chick, let's take a fucking taxi. You know, once I get to know a girl, and I know what they can handle, then I can do those things. But you know, some girls are super sensitive. Like, I can't even make a YouTube video with them because they read the comments. Oh my God, you gotta test their sensitivity. You understand? But we gotta go in stages. You know what I mean? Because I know there's gonna be comments about her here and stuff, and she's gonna read them. She's gonna see them. If she can't handle these, she can't handle the other channels. You know what I mean? But some girls don't give a fuck. Like, I know you guys remember Olya, the girl I used to make videos with all the time, the girl with like the biggest boobs in Russia. Remember her? I deleted all her videos because now she has a boyfriend. I didn't delete them, they're private. Once they break up, I mean, if they break up, I'm gonna put them back. But she never gave a fuck about what anyone said about her, how anyone looked at her. We did everything together. Like, all the rules I have with all these other girls, I've never had with Olya because she's not sensitive. We did anything we fucking wanted anywhere we fucking went. You know what I mean? Because she didn't give a shit. No, she wasn't scared. She didn't give a fuck. She was like, people can say and look whatever they want. On the internet, in real life, I don't give a shit. I'm with you. I'm enjoying my time with you. And that's one thing that made her so special. Same thing with Crazy Face. She was the same shit. She didn't give a fuck. She'd be quick to stab a nigga in the face if they pissed me off. You know, she was that type of girl. So, you know, just want to give that point. Like, when you're out here in Russia, when you're dating a girl, especially a real beautiful girl, especially when I say beautiful, I mean not on your standards, because she's attractive, but she's more beautiful on Russian standards. You know, she's thin, kind of tall, amazing blue eyes, and she knows how to dress. You know, so on Russian standards, this is a top-notch chick, hands down. You know, for me, she's attractive. Yeah, dude, she's bad. But you know, if I had to make a girl myself, it wouldn't look like her. You know, the body would be different. You know, the face, keep it. She looks like an angel. But that's the Russian standard of beauty. That's pretty fucking close. If she dyes her hair blonde, that chick is just gonna be fucking top 10 in the city. This chick is bad. Feel me? So yeah, you just gotta learn the girl first before you start exposing her to the dark side of your relationship about how other people don't like it. But I definitely want to give a shout out to my homie Superman before I go and tell you why Superman's there. Because when I asked her, I said, how did you learn about me? She goes, oh, Superman told me about you. And then I just realized there was at least four awesome girls I met in this city. All because of that one dude. And you know why? It's because he's married. My other single friends don't mention me, talk about me to other girls. They try themselves, and that's okay. I completely understand that. You know what I mean? They don't tell their other girls about me and shit. They want to, you know, keep them for themselves, and that's cool. But Anton's married, and usually when it's time to bring up a name, he's like, Phil. And you want to know what really turns me on about her before I go? And I don't know how this happened. This is very suspicious. She calls me Philko. I asked her if she's ever seen any of these videos on any of either my Philko vs. Top Pog or Philko vs. Universe. She says no. I only know you as Philko. And I'm like, why you call me Philko? She goes, I don't know. It just happened. Philko. It's very strange, but it turns me on so much. I don't know why. And that's basically it, Nyakos. I'm out. Later.
From lovers to lovers. From lovers to lovers. From lovers to lovers.